Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn a different concept in mathematics, which is introduced in the 10. Already we learned some examples like this in the study of competitive exams, or in the scholarship exam, or in the LPSC. Now we know that several types of number arrangements are given. For example, look at this one. If I write like this, 5, 7, 9, 11, like this one, then you can easily identify which will be the next term. So, such type of number arrangements we already observed. For example, look at this one. 3, 9, 27, or 81. Look at these type of number arrangements. So means we can easily identify which will be the next term. So such arrangements which are arranged with a certain rule, means every number is bounded to its position by a certain rule. For example, if we think about this one, then every number which is shown in this arrangement means for the first one it is 3 raised to 1, for the second one it is 3 raised to 2, for third one 3 raised to 3, like this. Means the number arrangements which is made by a certain rule is called as a sequence. And so many types of sequence may be there. Means such a few examples which are given in the exercise number 5.1. So we can, if we know the rule, then we can find a few terms of that particular sequence. Every time the rule will be different. Means same rule will be not applied every time. So such arrangements. Now from that we conclude that sequence is a specific number arrangements in which terms are related or terms are connected, terms are linked with each other by a certain rule. And some such examples are given in 5.1. Now, after learning the sequence, we can misunderstand what is the actual concept of AP, arithmetic progression. So before that, we have to complete, we have to study which is given in 5.1. So let's check what is given in 5.1. So if we observe the 5.1, then some specific examples are given and its rule is also given. So at first, before learning those particular examples, look at this one. These are the number arrangements. These are the terms. These are called the terms of that particular number arrangement. This one, for this one, anything we can give. For this one, this is the first one. This is denoted by A1. A1. This is A2. This is A3. This is A4 and so on. And if suppose that there are n terms, then we can say that an is the nth term of that particular sequence. Now what is given in 5.1? An is given. An is in the formula actually. Means if you observe the 5.1, then you can easily identify that an is actual formula. And an, the equation or the value of an is given in some examples. For example, look at the first question of the 5.1, in which first question of the 5.1, in which we have to find 5 terms. Few examples. In question number 1, 5 terms we have to find, and the first one, the example which is given, an is equal to n minus 2 upon 3. This is the general formula of a specific number arrangement sequence. Now, what to do? What we have to do in this? It is very simple. Just you have to keep the value of n one by one. You will get the terms. Means n is a natural number. You have to remember this one. N is always natural number. It is the number of terms. That's why it can't be negative. Therefore, one by one, if you keep the value of n natural numbers 1, 2, 3, then you will get the first term, the second term, the third term, and serially the terms of that particular sequence. Look at this one. If I keep 2n is equal to 1, then a1 is equal to 1 minus 2 upon 3. It is equal to minus 1 by 3. If I keep 2n is equal to 2, then a2 is equal to 2 minus 2 upon 3. It is equal to 0 by 3. It is equal to 0. Put n is equal to 3. So by this way, you can find 3 minus 2 by 3. It is equal to 1 by 2. So the terms in this sequence are minus 1 by 3, 0, 1 by 2, and so on. If you want fourth term, then you have to keep n is equal to 4. If you want fifth term, then put n is equal to 5. So the first thing which you have to learn in this chapter that the number, which number's term is asked, that number you have to keep in place of n. So in question number 1, this is the question number 1 of 5.1. So in question number 1, you have to find out some terms, 5 terms of the each examples which are given. Again, in that particular exercise, some second question or third question in which it is not asked that find out the 5 terms. It is asked that means only required term is we have to find. Means find out A12, find out A13, find out A15. Means in that situation, what we have to do? We have to take the example and just put the value. We will see one example of question number 2 in which the indicated terms with the required terms are asked. For example, the question number 1 of question number, example number 1 of question number 2. This is first example. An is equal to 5n minus 4. Where we have to find A12 and A15. Means just what you have to do, no need to find out each and every term now. Just look at this number. What is this? This is 12. So just put 12 here. So we will get at first put n is equal to 12. So it will give you A12 is equal to 5 in bracket 12 minus 4. In place of n, you have to take that 12. So 12 5 are 60 minus 4, it is equal to 56. Therefore, A12 of this particular sequence is 56. A15, we can find A15. Put n is equal to 15 in this. So A15 is equal to 5 in bracket 15 minus 4. It is equal to 5 into 15 minus 4. It is equal to 75 minus 4. So 15 5s are 75 minus 4, it will be equal to 71. So A15 is equal to 71. By this way, you have to find out the required term which is expected. Clearly it is given that. Find out A12, find out A15. Remember one thing, sometimes. The 5.1 is completely related with sequences. We are not just we are not started AP. AP is the different one. It is the most concept of the mathematics. So just at first you have to learn what is sequence, how to find the terms of a sequence. Okay, so this is given in question number 2. Again, in question number 2, some difficult examples means you may think that it is difficult for you, but it will be very easy for you. For example, look at the one more example. I think it is question number 2. Example number 2 of that particular an is equal to 3n minus 1 upon 4n plus 5. And we have to find out A7 and A8. A7 means the term number 7 we have to find out. So find out A7 is equal to question mark and A8 is equal to question mark. So just keep n is equal to 7 at first. So A7 is equal to 3 in bracket 7 minus 1 upon 4 in bracket 7 plus 5. So it will be equal to 3 7s are 21 minus 1, 4 7s are 28 plus 5. So it is equal to 20 upon 33. So this is the term A7 of this particular sequence. In the same way you can find A. Means, have you noticed one thing? Means when we have to find the term, then it is not difficult for us. Just we have to keep which numbers term is asked. We have to consider the value of n, that one, and just put here. So here 7 the term is asked. So here I am keeping n is equal to 7. So 3 into 7 minus 1. 4 into 7 plus 5. So it gives you, after doing the addition subtraction properly, 20 upon 33. This is the 7th term of that particular sequence. So by this way, in question number 3 also, some such formulas are given. These are called as the general formula of sequence. So general formula is in which you can keep the values of n and you will get the terms, number of terms as you want. So that's why this one is called as the general formula of a sequence. Now in question number 3 also, such type of some general formulas are given from which you have to find out the pi terms. So students, I think 5.1 is very easy for you. Now if all the number elements are like this, then what is the difference? What is an AP? That we have to learn now. Always remember one thing, student. Sequences means no any definite rule is there for all terms, means for all examples. But now AP, from this now we can understand what is the definition of A. So here I will write some examples. Do you identify what is the difference between them? Look at this one now. If I write like this, 2, 5, 8, 11, so on. Another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Look at these trends. These are the sequences. As we know now, these are the sequences. But what is the difference between these sequences and the previous one? All the terms are, means the terms, labeling of terms is same. This is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third, this is first, this is second, this is third. So we have to write them as this is A1, A2, A3, A4. This is A1, this is A5. Now, what is the difference between these two and the previous one, which are given in 5.1? If you observe, the difference between any two consecutive terms is 5. We can means it may be in descending order, it may be in ascending order. So at first, look at the what I am writing now in front of you. For this AP, A1 is equal to 2, A2 is equal to 5, A3 is equal to 8, A4 is equal to 11. For that one also we can do the same one. Now if we take the difference between these two, look at this one, how the difference I am taking, A2 minus A1. Look at this order. We can't do reverse. Means we can't do A1 minus A2. A2 minus A1. It is equal to 5 minus 2. It is equal to 3. Why we can't do A1 minus A2? Because it is the rule. Means the next term minus previous term we have to do. Not just positive number, we want positive numbers. It is not like that. Always remember one thing. Though this difference may be positive, may be negative, we have to take A2 minus A1, not A1 minus A2. Now, otherwise someone will think that means here we want the positive number only, that's why someone taking 5 minus 2 it is equal to 3. It is not like that. In every example, A2 minus A1 we have to take. That difference may be positive, may be negative. It doesn't matter. Okay. So now A3 minus A2 it is equal to 8 minus 5 it is equal to 3. Now A4 minus A3 it is equal to 11 minus 8. It is also equal to 3. So by this way, you can find that the difference between any two consecutive numbers, A2 minus A1, 3. This 3. This is 3. All the differences are same. This is called as a common difference or constant difference. In this also, 10 minus 5, it is 5. 15 minus 10, it is equal to 5. Same with 20 minus 15, it is equal to 5. So from this, we can define AP. AP is a sequence in which the difference between every two consecutive numbers is constant. If the difference between every two consecutive terms, consecutive means which comes one by one. The difference between any two consecutive terms is constant, then such sequence is considered as an AP. Got it? Such type of, at first we have to learn what is an AP. Now I think I hope that you got my point, that what is an AP now you got it clearly. Okay? For all of you, I am saying it one more time. If the difference between two consecutive terms of a sequence is constant, then such a sequence is said to be in the arithmetic progression, or it is said as, or it is taken as the AP, arithmetic progression. Progression. Is that clear to all of you? Remember one thing, this arrangement may be in the ascending order or may be in the descending order. If the numbers are arranged in ascending order, the common difference will be always positive. If the numbers are arranged in the descending order, then the common difference will be always negative. So it doesn't matter that the common difference is whether positive or negative. Just we want the difference. Now remember student, this is called the common difference. Which is denoted by D. And D is equal to 3. Here, in this particular example, D is equal to 3. So from this theory, we can understand that what is the concept of AP? AP is the simple one. It is just arrangement of numbers. It is a sequence in which the difference between two consecutive terms is constant. So according to that one, look at this one. Now as we know that this is A1, this is A2, this is A3, this is A4. So these are the terms. This one is called as D, constant means common difference or the constant difference. So it is taken as D. So always remember two things, two terms, A and D. A represent the terms, A1, A2, A3 represent the number, that particular term, and D represent the common difference between the two terms of the particular sequence, and if it is constant, then it is taken as the AP. So in 5.1, such type of arrangements are given, and it is asked that means whether check or justify whether those arrangements are AP or not, or show that or check that the sequences are in AP or not. And some questions are given. For example, so we will take some examples, 1-2 examples from that one also. 5.2. So in 5.2, look at this one now. Question number 1. It is, what is the title of question? Show that the given sequence is an AP. And what is given? AN is equal to pi n minus 7. We have to show that whether this is AP. Show that. Now the word show that means the compulsory answer for this question will be AP. And to check that means its answer may be AP or may not be. Here the question is show that. So we have to remember one thing, at any cost, at the last, this sequence should be AP. And if it is not in our answer, then we are doing something wrong. Okay, now look at this. What we have to do? Just given AP. Given sequence, AN is equal to pi n minus 7. Put n is equal to 1. So A1 is equal to 5 in the bracket 1 minus 7. It is equal to 5 minus 7. It is equal to minus 2. A2 is equal to 5 in the bracket 2. Here we have to write n is equal to 2 minus 7. 10 minus 7. 10 minus 7 is 3. A3. N is equal to 3. A3 is equal to 5 in bracket 3 minus 7. It is equal to 15 minus 7. It is equal to 8. Put N is equal to 4. So A4 is equal to 5 in bracket 4 minus 7. It is equal to 20 minus 7. It is equal to 20 minus 7. It is equal to 30. So by this way, just you have to keep the value of n one by one. You will get all the terms. Now just you have to identify whether the difference between two terms is constant or not. A1. Here we got the terms 2, minus 2, 3, then 8, and then 30. And if you observe it properly, you can find that the difference between any two terms is constant here, and it is 5. Here you have to write A2 minus A1. It is equal to 3 minus minus 2. 5. A3 minus A2, it is equal to 8 minus 3, it is equal to 5. And A4 minus A3, it is equal to 13 minus 8, it is also equal to 5. Therefore, difference is constant. Difference is constant. Therefore, 5n minus 7 is an 80. So, by this way, you have to show in some questions that given term or given formula, on that basis, the AP which will be formed, it is an AP. So, in this, by this way, you can show whether the given number arrangement is an AP or not. In some questions, it may be asked that check. Here, what is this question? Show that so and so is AP. In some question, it may be checked that, to check. Means in which its answer may be or may not be, but you have to follow the same procedure. Here you will understand whether it is an AP or not. Difference, if the difference, it will be, if it is AP, then difference will be constant. If it is not AP, then difference will be not constant. And on that basis, we have to write here, so and so is an AP or so and so is not an AP. So by this way, students, you can do 5.2 also. So do one by one the practice. This is the new concept for you. So do it properly, carefully. If you are not getting any point, then ask me. Okay, sir. Okay. So do all 5.1 and 5.2 properly at your home and ask your doubts to me on my WhatsApp.